Hello everyone, welcome to a special edition of Bear Care Corner. This is Bailey, animal caregiver, and my name is Andrea, animal caregiver, animal care manager, and animal caregiver. Do a bit of everything. We're live here in front of the main barn, and we want to talk to you about bear care today, because this is called Bear Care Corner, but if folks are new here, they might not know what bear care means. If you have any questions during the program, you can put them in the comments, and sometimes we answer them live, or we will put them in next week's program if we forget. We have a few questions to start with as people are tuning in. So we'll start with the questions that we missed last week or that were posted after the live ended, because you can always do that. We're going to answer a few questions first, and then we're going to get into what is bear care, because if you're new here, you might not know what it is. Do we rescue bears?
No.
No, we rescued a pig named Bear, and we're going to talk about him in a second. So the first question was, how old is Richard? Do you know?
Old.
He is 9. It took me a second to remember because we rescued him in 2015 when he was 5 months old. And so he turned 9, I think in May.
I think it was recent, yeah.
So Richard's, just over 9 years old. Thank you for that question. Helen again. Bailey, how is Nancy doing?
Nancy. He's doing great, actually. Nancy's doing really good. He's still stomping around, hooting everywhere.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Yeah.
His mobility, he's having challenges with his mobility because of his arthritis and his age. He is 7.5, and for a Cornish cross chicken, that is very old.
Mm-hmm.
But we are doing everything that we can for him: laser therapy, pain meds. We're going to get into that a bit more with the Bear Care Corner discussion. Can Glory go back and forth? So I think this is referring to when we brought her down and then we had to separate her from the other, her new family. I think. Or no, maybe it was from down here to back up to the goat barn.
Maybe it was, yeah.
And when this was first posted, my answer was yes, you can go visit. We can do supervised visit things. But she's currently at OVC, and we're still figuring out what is going on with her in terms of her weight loss. So we're not sure if she has something that can be transmitted to the other goats. We won't want to be doing that, but that is a consideration. And she can do whatever she wants. Yeah. It would have to be supervised. And second last, I'm not sure if this counts as resident care. About the bat boxes. Do we have them, or would they be safe or beneficial for the farm? We have bats here. Have you seen them?
I've seen one.
Yes. We see them once in a while at night, depending on the area that you're in. We have so many wooded areas and natural habitat spots for them that I don't necessarily think that they would need a bat house. That might be a good idea, and maybe if you're living in a townhome or another kind of area where there aren't woods, but they have so many natural homes here that I don't even think that's needed necessarily. There's lots of trees and things wherever they live.
Yeah, I don't know where they live.
They seem to come out of the trees at night. We do have caves too, so great question. Thank you. And last, Bailey, how is BJ doing?
Well, he's getting a lot of fly bites on his legs.
Yes,
so
it's fly season.
Yeah, we put on some fly booties on his front legs and a bunch of SWAT and Ultra Shield on his back legs as well, just to maintain the flies.
And you've put, those boots really help.
Yeah, they've been helping.
Kind of seems to pop up every summer just so suddenly, all the flies. So he's having that issue right now, but otherwise he's doing well. I think he's maintaining his weight well. Yeah. He's sassy as ever.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So we're going to get into the main part of our program. If you're just tuning in now, we're live here in front of the main barn. It looks like it might want to rain. It's kind of rained a bit earlier, and it's been kind of muggy, kind of unpredictable, so we might have to move further in a minute. We're going to be talking about bear care, and what is bear care? What does that mean? And what does it mean? What did it mean at the beginning of our journey here? And what does it mean today? Hello, welcome Irene, Daniel, Gail. Thank you so much for tuning in. So if you've been around, if you've been following our story here for quite a number of years, you might have met Bear before. This is a picture of the first group of pigs that arrived here at the sanctuary. That included Bear, Len, Bobby, and Captain Dan. Here they are. The big four all snuggled together. So when they first arrived, they were all living together. And that was the first group of pigs that was ever rescued here at the sanctuary. I'm gonna show some individual pictures of them. Super cute, super handsome. This is Bear. I'm gonna talk about him a little bit more in a second because he is the person who inspired bear care, hence the name, a pig named Bear. Captain Dan. I think a lot of folks are familiar with him. Look at those ears. Bobby girl. So beautiful. And Len or Lenny. More fabulous ears. And with Len, he inspired something that we still use today, the lanai. So this is kind of part of bear care. So I'll explain a bit of what bear care is. It's our way of doing individualized care for the residents. So that might mean, like right now, Poppy's at the vet right now getting a CT scan because she hasn't been moving really well. So that's making sure that she's comfortable, she's getting her pain meds. That's making sure that whatever's going on with the residents, that we are on top of it and treating them as individuals. So that was inspired by Bear. The lanai was inspired by Len because he lost the mobility in his back leg, so he wasn't able to get up and get around. So we completely changed the back of this barn. I think this was before you got here.
Oh yeah,
it has to be. This was ages ago. So the back of the barn had no openings, no doors. This is what it originally looked like. Can you imagine that? Yeah. So they put all of those doors and all of those areas in. I don't remember the year. Maybe somebody in the comments remembers the year.
Wow, that's insane.
The lanai. So that was all opened up for Len. See Bobby here using one of the doors, and then when it was done, this is kind of how it looks now. Plus a few more additions. There's a soft stall pad.
I always just picture everything as it is.
Yeah,
when I see pictures back then,
it's
I'm like,
so
what?
different now. So that's almost completed. You can see where the soft stall was going to go, and this was in the process with Len watching outside, waiting for the day that he would be able to go out there.
No.
So the final stages, he would be able to look out the window, but not able to go. And we did have a big coming out day for him. We also put a TV. It's still there. We put a TV in there. So for a while, he wasn't able to come in and outside because of his mobility. So this was a way for us to be able to have him outside, enjoy the outdoors. Pigs love outside. Raymond sleeps outside at night. The sun, mud bathing, everything. So this was a way for us to do that for him. And a few pigs have used it since. Bobby lived in it for a while because of her mobility. And this was his big coming out day when he was able to use it for the first time. Inching forward. There's Nicole. Nicole was here for it. I love these pictures. Oh, I'm very excited. This is Len going out on his lanai for the first time ever. We put some soft straw down. Thank you. The lanai was constructed May 2019.
Oh wow.
So yeah, a little while ago. So it's been a staple here ever since. Bobby checking in with Len and spraying him down with some water.
He looks so he's smiling.
Happy boy. So that's kind of one aspect of bear care. Something that's really evolved over the years, and it started off as just like kind of hand scribbled notes in a book. You wouldn't be able to picture that because of the system that we use now. Bailey will know exactly what this is, but our daily notes, kind of starting at the top, scrolling through. This is every single line on here, and our daily animal care note document is a different action item for different residents. So some residents have one, some residents have none because I don't have any medications or anything. Some residents, who has a lot? Nancy, I think he would take up a big part of the page. I don't know if you could see him coming.
Some chickens.
There's some chickens. Poppy had, because of all of her medications, and they also get things like laser therapy as well. So this is what our day looks like. We start at the top and we just go and check off everything. You're in the middle of this one right now. Midday. There are some things to do midday, and then there's also a separate evening checklist. So medicating, and also putting the residents to bed, putting them in at night, which is everybody except the pigs. BJ and Escalade and Pouty and Denver get put to bed at night. So this part of bear care is our record keeping. this links up with our database, so we're able to type in a resident's name, get some information about them, especially if they're going to the vet. So the vet has all of that up-to-date information. So that's something that's really evolved since the beginning. If you've been here since the beginning, you can see big changes in everything that we've been doing. We're very proud of it. It's very exciting. Lots of wonderful changes. You are so correct. It's been wonderful to watch and to see. Right now we have a fundraiser going on to replenish our bear care medical funds. This is something that we have, so we're ready for emergencies. Like last week when we had to send Gloria to OVC, we weren't really sure what was going on with her. We weren't sure how long she was going to be staying there. She's been there for a week now, and they're still trying to figure out what's going on with her. Poppy is up at a specialty avian vet in Newmarket. She's going to have a CT scan. So it's making sure that we have the funds ready and available for the residents when things happen, because things happen sometimes overnight. We can't predict them. Some things we're seeing are age related, so we can kind of predict arthritic changes and other age related things happening. But if you wanted to donate toward that, you can head over to happilyeveryester.ca and donate to replenish our bear care fund. If you do, you're amazing. If you have already, you're amazing. So a few more examples of bear care. There are so many. Here's Richard overseeing some supplemental feeding that Hope was getting. Hope lost her vision. She's a little chicken. Wrong side. Down on Bailey's side, on the other corner, because she wasn't able to see. She wasn't able to get all of the nutrients she needed. She was pretty good at eating, but she got some supplemental feeding. We did that every single day, 3 times a day, for as long as she was with us. We also have some examples of wheelchair use with Yami and Gladys. They got a special set of wheels so that they could move around easier with their arthritis. They're also on pain meds and everything else like that. And next, this is Summer learning to walk again. So he was injured. This is Nicole many years ago helping him learn to walk again. So those are just a few examples. There's also my favorite boy, Jean Leclerc, getting a soak for Bumblefoot and his little bucket. Look at him. He's so handsome. I love him. I think it's Nicole again. You can see the hair.
He's so handsome.
Aww. And we're doing that now for a few other residents. I just did Kramer and Bonnie. And who else do we have left today? I think Sage.
Yes.
Or is it Rosemary?
I think it's Rosemary.
I did this on Monday too. I get those two confused.
I think it's Rosemary.
So right now I think there are 3 birds with Bumblefoot, which is treatable if you catch it early. It requires lots of care. Bonnie especially, her wrapping at night, keeping her out of the water, encouraging her to swim more. So that's all individualized care and that we provide for the residents. So if you wanted to support that, you can head over to happilyeveryester.ca. Thank you, Chris. It's Rosemary. I don't know why I kept saying Sage on Monday too.
I think she's laying now. So
Yes, yeah, we're trying to figure out which birds are laying. That's also important too. I can go on about that forever, but thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope everybody joins us again for Bear Care Corner next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.